What up? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And look at you. You done stumbled upon little OTB Saints, where we bring you all the latest black and gold coverage.
Who are the Saints going to draft? Who's going to be their quarterback? What does the salary cap look like? All that information and more.
Hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe. All right, so LSU opening day today coming up. Really excited. Purdue Fort Wayne. A lot of major questions as we get to know this 2025 LSU baseball team. But before we get there, we got some news. We got to get to some major news. In fact, guys, how about this? The New Orleans Saints yesterday, Kellen Moore already making moves after a just rip-roaring press conference in which I think it's impossible to leave that press conference and not feel more excited about the future of the New Orleans Saints. The first move, Kellen Moore hires Chase Hazlitt to be tight ends coach. And you may be sitting there in your car, Chase Hazlitt, why does it sound familiar? Because he's the son of Jim Haslett. And he actually worked with Chase Hazlitt back in Dallas. So, Taylor, as our resident Cowboys fan, what can you tell us about Chase Hazlitt?
He's always had really good tight ends in Dallas.
True.
I mean, Dallas has been a tight end pipeline. Witten to Dalton Schultz to Jake Ferguson. Hazlitt knows what he's doing, man.
So maybe Chase Hazlitt going to unlock some of this tight end position. Juwan Johnson going to be a free agent. I don't know what happens there. I don't really care. I've never really been too high on Juwan Johnson like everybody else. Jake, do you have anything on Chase Hazlitt?
Jim Haslett was good for a time.
Who could forget the Leroy Glover, Norman Hand, Aaron Brooks, the first ever Saints playoff win
against the Rams,
I believe. Yes,
didn't end well, but there were some good times.
They had about 70,000 sacks that season.
He did.
I think Leroy Glover literally had like 15 or 16 from the interior,
just crazy.
Which is amazing. Yeah. Also very intimidating, man. He used to make me. He was the player personnel guy in St. Louis. Over that summer I was there, and he used to make me buy him dip all the time.
Hey, how's Leroy Glover, somebody made all them Pro Bowls, going to make the undrafted free agent rookie buy him dip?
I don't know. Messed up.
How much did you actually have to buy him, though? Like
a few logs.
A day?
No, what?
That's what I'm saying. Like over how many?
Over the course of like 5 months or whatever. No. Yeah, but still, I don't got money.
This man.
I had a $308 signing bonus after taxes.
That was half of the 308 right there.
I lost money trying to make the NFL. I thought we were getting paid the whole time, and we were not. I might be the only person in human history who went through an entire OTA, all the way down to final cuts, and lost money trying to make the NFL.
I know.
Young $308 got
is
that.
Wild.
No.
$308 after taxes.
Young T-Bob got that $308 check, spit it immediately, and was like, wait, where's my next one?
No, I thought we were getting, that was just a signing, but I was like, okay, whatever. Obviously, I'm garbage. That's fine. but I thought we would have something. I think we maybe got like a few $100s in per diem for camp. But shout out Leroy Glover.
Yes.
I actually really love him still.
For us, it was like $500 per week, I think.
Tight. I would have loved it. So in other Saints news, again, guys, we're going to get to LSU baseball, but in other Saints news, the Saints sign Clyde Edwards-Helaire to a 1-year deal. I love this.
Yep.
Fresh start for Clyde back here in the boot. Obviously, he's been going through a lot lately. On the non-football injury list last year, dealing with some PTSD from what he went through in college, which of course he is. How could you not? After he was nearly robbed and what he was forced to do. And so returning home, played well at the end of the year last year. Now he's a full off season to get right, knowing that he's going to be competing. He seems like a perfect backup, not really change of pace, but perfect kind of backup to Alvin Kamara to help take off some of the load there. Maybe he has a couple moments left in him. Shout out Clyde Edwards-Helaire back in the boot as a New Orleans Saint.
Yeah, I was very glad to see this. And he played a couple games at the end of the year. When you kind of look at what Kellen Moore's done, he's always had multiple backs. I mean, even with Saquon, like Kenneth Gainwell still, got some carries and was that back that you're talking about. And so I'm happy for him. I think it's a good landing spot for him. I do think there's still something left in the tank in the last couple of years. Obviously, he's been dealing with stuff off the field, like you said. Obviously, can't imagine going through that. And so I think coming closer to home and having loved ones around him all the time, I think that's going to be good. I'm excited for Clyde. I'm excited for the Saints, and I hope it really does work out for him. And I think Kellen Moore, like I said, with his history of playing multiple backs, it will be good for him.
Wow, just amazing black and gold takes right there, Jake.
I don't think I've ever heard any takes that are better than the two guys that just gave you that take.
And you can keep getting them by going ahead and liking, subscribing, ringing the bell to get notifications when we post. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next OTB Saints.